Do you feel like you're working harder than everybody else, but you aren't hitting your goals? I've been there, but everything changed for me during a lecture a few years ago when I discovered the SMART framework principle. This framework is very good for any goal and especially useful for the big goals you have in life. So let's break it down. SMART stands for specific, measurable, attainable, relevant, and time-bound. And don't worry, I'm going to take a real example and walk you through the whole thing, step by step. So after this video, you will be able to build your own SMART goals instantly. Let's start with two classic statements. I want to become rich and I want to lose weight. Technically, this is a goal, but for many people it's already obvious that it is a terrible one. The problem is that this goal is missing a lot of things. So let's rebuild it through the SMART framework. Starting with specific. Here a question like, what do I want to achieve? Is a good start. And the answer can be, I want to become rich. But the problem is that rich is not exactly specific, is it? The same applies to weight loss. And this is where most people actually stop, not aware they are missing 80% of the goal. So let's continue with measurable to beat those 80% of people and better understand how we can be more specific. In the measurable section, we can ask ourselves, how will I measure my progress, my success? What data should I include? How frequently will I check my progress? For our example, we know rich can mean a lot of things, so you have to be specific with what you meant. If being rich for you means owning a house, then continue down this line. If it means retiring early and not working a 9-to-5 job, then continue with this. The same applies for any goal. To get a measurable goal for us, it makes the most sense to use a number. We can use something like, I would like to earn an additional $200,000 a month, and I would like to lose 5 kilograms a week. Now you have a target you can hit, and this leads us into attainable. Here is where a lot of people actually break, as they are not honest with themselves. A good question here can be, is this realistic with my current situation? Let's again look at our two statements. I would like to earn an additional $200,000 and I would like to lose 5 kilograms. Are you able to make those $200,000 if you haven't done anything until now? How about weight loss? Is it realistic? If it's not attainable, you're just setting yourself up for disappointment. So let's correct that to something like, I would like to earn an additional $200 per month, much more achievable. Or I would like to lose 2 kilograms per month. Just keep in mind, having a goal too low can also backfire. At the end, I'll give you a bonus tip that goes hand in hand with SMART framework. For now, let's continue with relevant. Here you can ask, does this goal matter to me? Is this goal aligned with my other goals? Why do I want to complete this goal? This is important, as sometimes we chase goals just because everybody else says we should. If earning extra money or weight loss is something you're willing to trade in for something else, like, I don't know, a drink with friends, then you're good to go. Additionally, you also have to specify why you want to achieve extra money or why do you want to lose weight. Then we can come up with something like this. I would like to earn an additional $200 per month to buy a new computer. And I would like to lose 2 kilograms per month to wear my old pants I like. This brings us to the final point, time-bound. Here we set a deadline, as without a timeline it is just a dream floating in your head. A question we can ask ourselves is, when is realistic I can complete my goal? So let's give our two statements a realistic time frame. I would like to earn an additional $200 per month to buy a computer in 2 years. I would like to lose 2 kilograms per month to wear my old pants I like at my friend's wedding. Now you might say that you already have a timeline with per month, and that is correct. The beauty of this concept is that you can put it as you would like. Also, we put the computer in the relevant section, but it could also be added in the specific section as well. This is why I recommend when you first start with these SMART goals, you go over the whole process several times with one goal only, to really narrow it down and set yourself up for success. And at the end, you can come up with something like this. I'm going to earn an additional $200 per month by tutoring students online for 4 hours per week at the rate of $12.50 so that I have the $4,800 needed for a new computer, For graphical design, I will need in 2 years. I also promise you a bonus tip, and now here it is. Many people set goals based on the final result they want. It's an outcome goal. The problem with this is that the result is often influenced by factors entirely outside of your power. For example, you set a goal to get an expected return of 10% on your index fund this year. The problem is that you have zero control over stock market's performance. Another example would be getting 1000 views on my next YouTube video. Instead, set a goal based on actions you will take to move towards that result. The second goal we set for weight loss is falling victim to this bonus tip, as we don't have exactly 100% control over our weight, as it might fluctuate. So I want you to put what you learn into action by writing a comment on how you would improve the weight loss goal to focus on actions rather than an outcome. So next time you write down a goal, remember: specific, measurable, attainable, relevant, and time-bound. You can apply this to anything from fitness, money, skills, habits, relationships, career, and anything else. Build your goal this way and you'll be surprised by how much more progress you can make. Thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please consider leaving a like and subscribing. And I'll see you in the next video.